In the shadows of our world's history, hidden from prying eyes, lie the enigmatic realms of secret societies. These clandestine organizations have captured the imaginations of countless generations, shrouded in mystery and whispered rumors. From the corridors of power to the darkest corners of intrigue, their influence has sparked both fascination and fear. In this video series, we embark on an extraordinary journey, peeling back the veils of secrecy to uncover the truth about the most powerful and dangerous secret societies ever known to humanity. Freemasonry, a venerable fraternal organization with its roots tracing back to the late 16th and early 17th centuries, has evolved into its modern form in the early 18th century in England. Its origins, while debated, draw influences from stonemason guilds, medieval chivalric orders, and philosophical societies. With its prominence growing during the Enlightenment era, Freemasonry spread worldwide, fostering intellectual growth and moral principles. Despite its historical significance, Freemasonry has become shrouded in myths and misconceptions. One of the most persistent myths claims that Freemasons are a powerful group seeking to control governments and institutions worldwide, with the ultimate goal of establishing global dominion. Another myth suggests that Freemasons form a vast worldwide network offering mutual support and privileges that extend across geographical borders and diverse cultures. Freemasons are often associated with the concept of a new world order, which implies a secretive plan to establish a single, centralized world government or authority. While there is a widespread belief that Freemasons harbor hidden intentions to manipulate political events behind the scenes, there are also accusations of complete secrecy regarding their charitable efforts and community service. Certain conspiracy theories assert that Freemasons worship Lucifer or engage in sinister satanic rituals. These claims lack any basis in reality. One of the most sensational myths alleges that Freemasons engage in ritualistic human sacrifices during their ceremonies. This claim lacks credible evidence and has no place in the actual practices of Masons. Freemasonry is sometimes depicted as an exclusive circle with members leveraging their connections to favor one another in business and other undertakings. While they remain distinct entities, each with its own unique history and belief system, there's a frequent association made between Freemasons and the Illuminati. Now let's focus on the facts we've gathered so far. Freemasonry traces its roots to medieval stonemason guilds, shaping contemporary practices through their rituals, symbols, and initiation ceremonies. At its core, Freemasonry is dedicated to ethical principles, charity, self-improvement, and fostering brotherhood, all aimed at enriching individual lives. Freemasonry firmly holds its ground as a non-political, non-sectarian, and non-religious entity, transcending divisive boundaries. Diverse in every sense, Freemasonry extends an open invitation to men from varied backgrounds and faiths, fostering unity within its ranks. The intricate web of Freemasonry comprises lodges operating under various grand lodges worldwide, shaping a global community rather than a single entity. While some ceremonies remain private, Freemasonry isn't a fully secretive society. It's worth acknowledging that the origins of Freemasonry are intricate, weaving together a tapestry of diverse influences and historical contexts. With the passage of time, it transformed from its humble beginnings into the modern fraternal organization we recognize today, marked by the establishment of lodges and grand lodges around the world. Knights Templar, a 12th century Christian order, have left their mark on history. Although disbanded in the 14th century, their influence is evident in Freemasonry. Both groups use similar symbols like the square and compass, employ a 3-degree system, and incorporate swords in their rituals. It's worth noting that while there are similarities, Templars were a Catholic military order, and Freemasonry is non-denominational. In 1791, George Washington selected the French-American architect and engineer Pierre L'Enfant to plan the layout of Washington, D.C. L'Enfant incorporated Masonic symbolism into the city's design, including the pentacle, a 5-pointed star. This star represents Masonic concepts like the 5 points of fellowship and the 5 orders of architecture. Masonic principles are subtly alluded to through the pentacle, and other Masonic symbols, such as the compass and square, can be discovered throughout Washington, D.C. Freemasons come from diverse backgrounds, uniting through shared values and ethical conduct. An array of influential figures ranging from George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Winston Churchill, and Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart to Davy Crockett, Franklin Roosevelt, Harry Houdini, Gerald Ford, Henry Ford, John Wayne, and even Colonel Sanders have been associated with Freemasonry, showcasing its wide-ranging appeal. The rituals of Freemasons are a cornerstone of the organization, serving as meaningful ceremonies that conveyed moral and philosophical teachings to its members. These rituals are often steeped in symbolism and tradition, fostering a sense of unity and shared values among Freemasons. However, possible misconceptions and myths have also arisen around these rituals. The initiation ceremony is a significant event in a Mason's journey. It symbolizes a transition from darkness to light and imparts lessons about self-improvement, humility, and the pursuit of knowledge. Freemasons take oaths of fidelity, secrecy, and loyalty. These obligations are meant to emphasize integrity, trustworthiness, and personal responsibility. Rituals involve the use of symbolic tools like the square compasses, gavel, and apron. These tools carry moral meanings, teaching Masons about fairness, self-control, leadership, and purity of heart. Each ritual imparts moral and ethical lessons, encouraging Masons to embody principles such as brotherly love, charity, and truth. Freemasonry has a system of degrees that members progress through, each offering distinct lessons and insights. These degrees, such as the renowned 33rd degree, build upon the foundation of previous ones. One of the most sensational myths is that Freemasons engage in ritualistic human sacrifices during their ceremonies. Some misconceptions suggest that rituals involve dark or occult practices. There's a myth that rituals involve secret codes and hidden agendas for controlling events. Rituals are sometimes perceived as part of an exclusive club, leading to the belief that Masons use their connections for personal gain. The symbols of Freemasonry have sparked numerous myths and misconceptions over time. These myths often arise from misunderstandings, sensationalism, or deliberate misinterpretations. Some believe that the symbols, particularly the all-seeing eye, square, and compasses, and various geometric shapes, are evidence of Freemasonry's hidden sinister motives, leading to conspiracy theories about world domination and manipulation. Some interpretations have linked Masonic symbols to occult practices or Satanism, particularly the belief that the all-seeing eye represents a connection to dark forces, or that the Masonic rituals involve worship of sinister entities. There is a concept that Masonic symbols contain secret codes used for communication among members. This has led to unfounded claims that Freemasons hold cryptic conversations or possess privileged information through these symbols. Some myths suggest that Masonic symbols grant special powers or influence to Freemasons. This perception has fueled speculation about the organization's members having advantages in business, politics, or society due to their knowledge of these symbols. Certain symbols, like the Pythagorean theorem or ancient Egyptian motifs, have led to myths suggesting Freemasonry's direct lineage from ancient civilizations. These claims often exaggerate historical connections and lack factual basis. Freemasons are sometimes accused of using their symbols to signal their influence over political events and world affairs, perpetuating the notion of a secret global agenda. Some interpret Masonic symbols, such as the compasses and sun and moon, as evidence of alchemical or mystical practices, suggesting that Freemasons engage in esoteric rituals with hidden meanings. The myth that Masonic symbols contain hidden maps or directions to hidden treasures has captured imaginations, even though these claims lack evidence and credibility. In Dan Brown's The Lost Symbol, the Freemasons hold a significant role, delving into their history, symbols, and traditions. The novel maintains their mystique, depicting a society with hidden knowledge, ancient rituals, and deep symbolism. Historical references are woven in, such as their influence in the founding of the United States and connections to figures like George Washington and Benjamin Franklin. Some characters are Freemasons, shaping their motives and actions. The plot revolves around Freemasonic symbols and codes, including the all-seeing eye, square, and compass, and Masonic rituals. It also introduces intrigue with a secretive faction. The Lost Symbol portrays the Freemasons as a complex and enigmatic group, blending history, symbolism, and mystery into a captivating narrative. In conclusion, Freemasonry, often perceived as a secret society, remains shrouded in a web of myths and mysteries. Its reputation has been molded by a complex interplay of historical truths, imaginative fictions, and misconceptions. These myths have woven an intricate tapestry around Freemasonry, leaving a legacy of intrigue and fascination that continues to captivate minds across generations. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for an exciting next episode.